Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Mariana's Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Dan Shor. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. What does millions of dollars in cuts mean for the public school system? Also tonight, the NMI's #1 tourism attraction could be getting a new operator. Will it be a smooth operator? And a federal case has some big local implications. In sports, fishermen plot their course for 2 days of angling for the biggest ones. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Hey golfers, it's Tony. Just wanted to let you know that this year's Handmade Charity Classic Golf Tournament will be on Saturday, July 26 at Lala West. You know, hole number 13? It's either a hole-in-one or a 6. Sorry guys. If you haven't registered yet, it's only $110 through July 11 plus $30 optional play. That's pretty good, huh? I may be retired, but you know, we're never too tired for golf. Oh, and thank you to all our sponsors. This year, we're supporting the Commonwealth Cancer Association. We appreciate you guys. So, don't miss the Handmade Tournament on July 26. Iwe, balesta later.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Yeah. What's a snack wrap?
Boom. Back when we wore velour from the top of the head to the tip of the toe, the snack wrap was no joke. Takes me back. What you know about that juicy chicken? That shredded cheese. Come close. Ranch. I did everything to bring it back, nephew. Talk to me.
Educate. Get him.
Okay, yeah, say less, Aunt. Let me do the snack wrap.
Yeah, let him do the snack wrap.
Can I get both, please?
Double him up.
I love Mariana's Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. You are watching the Channel 2 News on July the 11th from high up in our studios on Capitol Hill. The public school system plans to appeal an almost $5 million cut in federal funding. The commissioner says despite the cuts, there are no plans to reduce school hours or teacher salaries. PSS Commissioner Lawrence Camacho explains that the cut is open to appeal.
Yes, and we got to be clear on what that budget cut really means, right? So every year we ask for a consolidated grant, and $19+ million is granted to us by the federal government on the consolidation of about 13 different programs into one grant. And 25% of that 19 million is what, 4.5 is what it amounts to, $4.5 million.
According to Mr. Camacho, 4 out of the 13 programs consolidated into a single grant request were rejected by the new Department of Education. Those programs were for English learners, professional development, STEM and pathway development, and before and after school programs. PSS will not be cutting these programs, but will spread the cost out among the 13 programs of the consolidated grant, while also appealing for funding of the initial grant in its entirety.
Now, with the money that they give us, because thankfully it's a consolidated grant, we have the authority to take that money and spread it across all 13 of them, even though they scratched out the specific amounts for each one of them. So what we're doing is we're going back and we're looking at all the cost-saving measures in every one of our 13 programs, and then whatever is saved, we're going to pay into so that we don't lose the 4 other parts of the consolidated grant.
The commissioner says that for teachers and for students, schedules remain unchanged.
So schools will open up as according to schedule on August 19th. The summer extended learning opportunities and the summer school program that we have ongoing right now are going to continue, so that does not affect what we have now. The Head Start, Early Head Start, Special Education, and the Child Nutrition Program are not affected, so we're going to continue those programs. Essentially what it all means is that we're $4.5 million short. We're trying to find where we could actually cover that with the cost-saving measures that our Office for Federal Programs, our Federal Programs Office is working with the administrators at each of the schools and all the program leads across those 13 programs to make sure that we find ways to either consolidate programs or reprogram some of that money to be in this pot so we can afford to complete the other 4 that were cut.
Teachers' pay will not be cut, says Mr. Camacho.
Even with the budget cut of 24%, in anticipation of getting it back after the Department of Education reviews and says, yep, you can have this back, or no, you won't, we would still be able to afford to provide, with obviously not the same amount of money, but we are still able to provide those programs.
The commissioner assures that this budget cut, though difficult, may potentially be a blessing in disguise, forcing PSS to find better and more efficient ways of serving its community. A major decision on the future operator of the NMI's #1 tourist attraction should happen soon and could have a major effect on tourism as well as the coffers of DPL.
I know that Manjagaha was operated by concessionaire for a very long time, only one concessionaire for a very long time. And then these recent changes of RFPs and trying to get a new one since the last beginning forefront one, we never really had these experiences.
Sixto Igisomar is the newly confirmed secretary of DPL, and he recently told legislators that a decision could be made on Manjagaha by the end of this week, but that has been pushed back to the end of the month. Igisomar says 2 entities have submitted bids to take over operations on the popular tourist destination. One of those entities is believed to be Tan Holdings.
So right now we're done with the review. There's a review committee, not completely done, but there's some questions and answers that needs to go back and forth. And so that's the process we're at now. So right after that, there will be a submission to me for my review and evaluation on whether I'm going to move to the next stage, is whether I accept the review committee's position on who the winner is, or should we cancel the whole thing or restart it, or can we move forward with what we have? And so that's there. And then after that, we need to negotiate with the winner and have more discussions. And then once we iron out what we intend to do based on the RFP submission and process the agreements, then I think by then I should be able to announce it. So I'm hoping that with the timeline of everything, hopefully things move accordingly. We should be done. I'm hoping by the end of this month.
It's been a bumpy road for management of the island's top tourism destination over the last several years. The previous operator, Marianas Global, agreed to hefty monthly rental payments and started off with big plans and equipment, but the honeymoon didn't last long as they were evicted for non-payment. They then threatened legal proceedings against DPL, saying they were misled on the amount of exclusivity they would have in operating water sports and transportation to and from the island.
I can't really comment whether we are suing them or we're still in court on it.
Exclusivity has long been a controversial topic. Marine sports operators are in the practice of dropping and picking up customers on Maniagaha and then using the island as a hub to operate water sports from. Previous Maniagaha managers have cried foul on that practice, saying that all activities should go through them. Iggy Somar says at least for now, it would be status quo.
Whatever they're doing before the last concessionaire, whatever the marine sports activities they were doing with respect to the tourists that are on Maniagaha Island, where they would go there and scope and possibly prearranged parasailing or banana boats or things like that. Marine sports related, whatever they were able to do before is to as is. I'm not sure I can use the word allowable, but it's still the same, whatever they're practicing.
At the moment, DPL is managing the island and has temporary agreements with some vendors. The new concessionaire decision will be an important one both for DPL and for the whole of the Marianas.
A man enrolled in the drug court program has had his privileges revoked after being convicted of a federal crime. Stephen Villagomez Pangilinan appeared in Judge Teresa Kim Tenorio's courtroom yesterday to accept full sentence for a crime committed. In 2023, Mr. Pangilinan had been admitted to the drug court program after pleading guilty to illegal possession of a controlled substance, namely methamphetamine. While dutifully fulfilling the requirements of drug court, including participating in drug treatment, therapy, and drug testing, the federal courts decided to prosecute him for a crime committed prior to his drug offense. Because he has since been convicted of a federal crime, in this case smuggling immigrants to Guam, the drug court mandates his removal from the program and acceptance of his original plea agreement. In the courtroom, Mr. Pangilinan, through his attorney, Charlene Brown, stated that he is saddened to not be able to graduate from drug court and would like the judge and the court to know how much he appreciated the opportunity he was given. The judge responded that she was aware that he was on the path to graduation and will recommend non-related court drug treatment after his sentence is served. His 3 years for drug possession will run concurrently with his federal sentence. Coming up, athletes return from Palau. Welcome to Saipan. And a look back at a television show shot here on Saipan in 2007. Stay tuned, CNMI. I hope you want to see this.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
Now flying between Saipan and Rota, Micronesian Air Connections makes island travel safe, comfortable, and easy. Our Cessna Grand Caravan seats 9, offering comfort, space, and panoramic window views. With modern safety tech and experienced pilots, your 40-minute flight is as smooth as it is scenic. Whether you're heading to Rota for a serene escape or back to Saipan for business or family, Micronesian Air Connections is the connection. Book online today at flymax.com. Fly local, fly smart, fly Micronesian Air.
Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Let's go! Let's go.
Welcome back. You are watching the Friday night edition of the Channel 2 News. The Palau Mini Games are over, and the athletes representing their home islands of the CNMI have packed their mitts and bats, put away their running shoes, and are making their way home. Welcome to Saipan. This was Maria Sablan's first experience representing the CNMI. She played for the fast-pitch softball team at the Pacific Mini Games.
It was a great experience. It was a lot of fun. We competed really well with most of the teams, kept everything pretty close. So I was very proud of our team overall. So I started playing softball when I was in high school, my sophomore year in Washington State. And I moved over to Saipan about 5 years ago. When I got here, it was mostly slow pitch, but we found out about the fast pitch for the micro games. And then I didn't have residency then, so I couldn't play. But now that I have residency, I got more involved, and it's been really good. It's been really great to see the CNMI grow and start to adapt our fundamentals and get ready for our youth to even take on the fast pitch.
This is the first time the CNMI sent a fast pitch team to the mini games since 2005.
Everybody played their hearts out. We all got a great amount of playing time, and everybody gave it their all. I didn't see anybody out there that didn't give their best throughout the whole game. It definitely was a little stressful. We were playing PNG for our first game, which is a very strong team. So it was a little intimidating, but we did hold that game really close. I think we only lost by 1 point. So it was a really good start to understand that we could compete in the games.
Though the women's softball team did not medal, the mini games experience offered much to appreciate.
Yeah, it was really nice. We got to see some of the players on the campus. Everybody kind of mingled in or out. For the most part, some teams were close, some teams were far, but if they were close by, we got to hang out and enjoy some time with everybody.
As Ms. Sablan makes her way home and other athletes are greeted at Saipan International by Mona Celia and her Tahitian dancers, who does our Jason spot but Tanya Tan, winner of 2 golds and 1 bronze medal for long-distance track and field.
It was a really nice experience. Palau was a really good host. We had a lot of fun there. We went out and competed hard, and I'm really proud of how our whole NMI team did.
The CNMI has a limited talent pool compared to the powerhouses like Tahiti and Australia.
Yeah, obviously the countries who beat us, the islands who beat us were all like the biggest islands in the Pacific, so we kind of expected that. But we didn't expect to do this good. I think we placed in the top 6, which is like, I think one of our best performances over the games. So yeah, I'm really happy with how we did.
The Northern Marianas garnered 31 medals, including 10 gold, placing us 8th out of 23 competing participants in the total amount of medals won. But competition is not just about winning.
Yeah, at the track we did try to hang out. Some of us traded shirts and pins as we usually do. We took photos at the closing ceremony together. But mostly just spending time with the whole NMI delegation was really fun. We got to stay out at the village together, go to the Rock Islands together, dining halls together. And yeah, it was just nice to come together as one community, even though we're all competing in different sports. Never give up on your dreams. Even though we are from such a small island, we're one of the smallest nations in the Pacific. We still could do it if you just work hard and keep persevering.
Even if you don't win a bronze, a silver, or a gold, the outdoor athletes returning home from the Pacific Mini Games all wear a great tan. It's been, close to a year, CNMI, since I arrived back on the island of Saipan reporting the news. For those of you who may not know, after a career as a working professional actor, I previously lived and worked on Saipan from the years of 2003 to 2007. During the last months of my time on the island, I joined with a group of friends, colleagues, and collaborators, all of whom donated time and efforts to create a one-hour television pilot which aired right here on Flame Tree TV. I am happy now to have the opportunity to show you a piece of that project tonight. Well, the story revolves around the State of Liberty bar shot at the old Hamiltons in Gualo Rai and the people who populate it. This pilot episode centers on Li Hua, a Chinese visitor desperately searching for her long missing half-brother. Here is an early sequence revealing the story's main characters. You will know some of them. It's the State of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If there is interest, CNMI, we will show more from the State of Liberty in future news programs. So, coming up in sports, the athletes before the games and how it all turned out.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Mariana's Coffee at Mariana's Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style. At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537. Location, location, location. Office space on Capitol Hill available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park. With natural light and ocean views, it's the perfect place for creative professionals. So upgrade your life and your working environment. Schedule an exclusive showing now. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas, sports fans! Entrance for the 41st International Fishing Tournament sets sail from Smiling Cove tomorrow morning. Small fish need not apply.
Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would sail about a little and see the watery part of the world. Those are the opening lines of Herman Melville's classic novel Moby Dick, about the hunting of a great big fish, and that is an appropriate opening for the 41st Annual Saipan International Fishing Tournament. Fishermen depart at 6 a.m. both days this weekend, with weigh-ins ending at 6 p.m. on Sunday, with prizes for billfish, yellowfish, wahoo, mahi-mahi, and skipjack tuna. On Sunday, the Marianas Visitors Authority will host a celebration of maritime culture. Visitors from overseas are welcome, except those from Wales.
The Pacific Mini Games are in the books. Teams are back from Palau. Here's a look back on the athletes and the coach's mindset heading into it.
The 2025 Pacific Mini Games held in Palau concluded this week with a closing ceremony on July 9th. Team NMI collectively brought in the hardware, 10 gold, 8 silver, and 13 bronze. We take a peek at the mindsets of some athletes and coaches going into the games.
After a race, whether I do good or bad, just like trying hard for the next one and focusing on the next one and like not really dwelling on it.
Even though we have teammates, on the platform, it's just you up there, so gotta do the best I can for myself.
Just bring the team together and play as a team. Like, it's a 6-man sport. It's not a 1-man sport. So in order for us to do well, we got to play as a team. So just getting all the boys together and getting us to play and think as a team and be one unit.
In the beginning, it was hard to get them all, most of them, they played against each other. So when the final 10 was selected, it was tough to get them into one set of mindset, playing as a team. As they get closer, their chemistry and bonding became strong, and which I see, and I enjoy coaching them, and as their coach, it's fun.
We have a great group of young guys, 2 16-year-olds, an 18-year-old, and then a 19 and 20-year-old, and all 5 of them are just good guys. They get along well, have fun in the room whenever I'm not beating on them too bad with making them kill each other. But no, it's a great group of guys, and we're looking to continue growing when we get back, and we continue to look forward and to the future and growing as a federation and as a team. So we're only taking 5 down now, but as we continue to get closer, working with the Masa and getting a mat in a room, that we hope to grow and get the youth program started, and then whenever we're looking forward to next year and into Tahiti to take full teams of cadets, juniors, even the women's wrestling. Hopefully there is women's in these games. We just didn't have any ladies come out, so always looking to just keep expanding. So I hope that for the NMI, and that the wrestling just continues to grow here.
On top of your competitors and the lineup that you got to compete against with, really, because weightlifting is an individual sport. Once you start competing, it's really a battle against yourself, and that's where it's really the hard part, and that's something that's really separates weightlifting from a team sport. Is it's really just you. Once you get on that platform, your teammates are not going to live for you. No one else is going to live for you, just you. You need to have the mental capacity to be able to overcome the jitters, the nerves, the fatigue. You have to have the mental strength for that.
The teams are back on island. All the hard work, training, and competing is over. Everything left in the waters, the court, and the field. Bringing home 31 medals, Viva Team Marianas.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass, and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight, we will have mild breezes, high temperatures of around 87 degrees, and a 40% chance of continued showers. It is appropriate that tonight on 7/11, the ground may become slurpy, so watch your step. The weekend should have more rain with a 40% chance of isolated showers, with high temperatures of 86 and lows of around 78 degrees. The sun has set at 6:52 p.m. and will rise tomorrow at 5:54 a.m., just in time for the fish to start swimming fast and far away from the Saipan International fishing tournament, forcing the question, is it better to be a big fish in a small pond, or a small fish in a big pond, or a sardine in an empanada, or ahi? Never mind. And I will see you in the water or on the land.
Well, that is news, sports, and weather, CNMI, and a little piece of a state of liberty. Have a great weekend, CNMI, and we will see you again on Monday.